Hi YouTube, I'm getting ready to do my skincare and drinking a little bit of coffee. Honestly, I don't have much to say today, or I don't think I do, but I want to challenge myself to just come on every single day, so hopefully you'll be seeing a lot of me. So today is an exciting day. It's actually an exciting week. If you subscribe to my channel, then you probably know that I'm not working right now because I sold my business and now I'm kind of like in between careers. But I've been literally so busy anyways, and I love that for myself. I've been networking, I've been dating, I've been journaling, I've been exercising. Like, there's so many things to do, and I'm not just like sitting on the couch all day. I mean, granted, I have definitely watched more TV than I have in a really long time, but like there's a season for everything, and I allow myself to have that. And then sometimes I like do radical things. So I am pulling back from like consuming content like YouTube, social media, TikTok, like everything. I'm pulling back from that, and that feels really good, because if you want to live a life that other people aren't living, you need to do something that other people are not doing. And we know that everyone's on social media, as they should be, because people are making money on social media, a lot of money on social media, and I would like to tap into that space too. But if you're gonna be on social media, it would be best if it's as a producer and not as a consumer. So yeah, it's been a really good time for me because I'm just really kind of like stepping into my own truth, listening to my own tuition, because it can be hard to follow your own internal guidance and have your own conversations with God when you're constantly consuming content. Like, even if you think that you're spending time alone, there's just so many other voices in your head. And so it's been really good for me. I'm just learning to trust myself, and honestly, it's been wonderful, and I love it. I really, really love it. Like, and then I did a deep clean of my room, and I have a good friend, Eileen, if you're watching this, hey girl, leave me a comment. But she talked about how, like, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling like weird, maybe it's just because your room is dirty. And so I did a really deep clean and organization and purge in my bedroom, in my office space, and also in my gardening room. Like, basically I live with my family, but the whole upstairs pretty much is mine. So I cleansed the whole space, and it felt amazing. Like, I feel so much more just like clear. There's more space in my heart. Like, I feel really good about it. So if you are in a similar place as me, where you're just kind of feeling like a little out of your element, I definitely would recommend deep cleaning your home. It feels great. My makeup has been lighter. Like, I just feel like myself. I feel amazing. Like, I'm not all in my emotions. It's just great. It's just great. As far as my dating life, you guys know I talk about my dating life. I'm in my season of singleness, and I talk about it a lot on here because it's kind of a big part of my life, and like, it's going good. Like, I think I'm gonna be booed up soon. You heard it here first. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be booed up soon, because I'm just getting to a point in like my journey and my heart and my spirit where it's like, okay, I think I'm ready to pick somebody. Like, before, I was kind of like searching, you know what I mean? And like, I was just always searching. Like, even if I'd meet like a decent guy, like, I'd be like, like, I'm just not done with my search. But I'm starting to feel like this really like restful energy in my spirit, like this calm in my spirit, where like, I think I trust myself to make a decision. And I feel like a lot of it is me taking a break from consuming so much content. Like, there's not so many voices in my head, because I know that held me back. There's one specific man who I've dated. He's never gonna see these videos, but there's one specific man who I dated. He's the first guy who I met after my breakup, and I feel like we're not meant to be. If we were meant to be, we would be. However, like, he might be the one who got away. Like, he might be the one who got away. I don't believe in that, so don't take my words too like literal, but I do feel like I just wasn't in a place where I was ready to like settle down, or like slow down, or like commit, or like be serious, or be mature, or like anything. But he was a good guy, but I just wasn't there. And that's fine. Like, I feel like rejection is protection, and so I'm happy that I rejected that. opportunity, because it probably wouldn't have worked out anyways. And if it is meant to work out, then it will work out. Like, it's not something I'm stressing about. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And yeah, I'm just excited. Like, it's not a lot of pressure around it. And like, all the guys that I'm dating right now are treating me well. They're treating me really well. Like, I just feel so calm about the whole situation. It's amazing. And then as far as the job situation, oh my god, no, the little applicator thing, it fell off, and I don't think I can fix it. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. RIP. That's okay. Okay. But yeah, that's where we're at with that. I'm feeling a lot more grounded, a lot more mature, a lot more calm. It's feeling great. I have a date this evening. First, I'm going to a little, like, I'm a busy girl. I'm going to a networking event. Oh, I have to get windshield wipers. I have to do a couple resumes. I have to what's it called? Oh yeah, I have to do some resumes, some job hunting, some company research. I have to get new windshield wipers, and then I have a networking event where my friend is speaking, and then I have a dinner date, and then I have a slumber party with my friend. And like, I just feel so blessed and lucky. I was just talking about sacred sisterhood yesterday, and like, what a blessing. Like, I'm gonna go on a date, I'm gonna get romance, and I'm gonna get to go back to my friend's place, and we're gonna gossip about it, and we're gonna be girls. And I just feel like a little girl again. I feel so happy. Yesterday I was gardening in the rain, and like, I literally felt like a little girl, because my grandma, oddly enough, another one of my best friends, someone who I love dearly, I love women, she asked me, she was like, what's one time in your life that you wish you could go back to? And in my another girl who I was talking about yesterday, one of her talents is asking like really deep, hard-hitting questions. Like, she could be a great interviewer. She's amazing. So she asked these deep, hard-hitting questions, and then my other friend, she asked really good questions. Like, these women are just amazing. So my friend asked me, like, what's one point in your life that you could go back to? And I said, definitely my childhood. Like, I was just so free. My grandma let me do, like, whatever I want, and it was wonderful. So one thing that my grandma used to let me do is we would go play in the rain. Like, whenever it would rain, we'd be outside. Like, it wasn't a time to be hiding inside. Like, we'd go, we'd play, we'd jump in puddles, we'd stick our tongue out. Like, we would just have a blast. And those were some of the best times of my life. And so I was doing that yesterday, and I just felt like a little girl again. And I was telling the guy who I'm going out with today, last time I saw him, what did he asking me? Oh, he was trying to come for me, first of all, because we were talking about, oh, he was like telling me something. Oh, because I told him I don't like call guys first. Like, that's just not my MO. If he wants to talk to me, he can call me. And if I answer, then that's me kind of like, you know, showing him my interest. But I'm not going to just call him. Like, I don't even want to call him. Like, why would I just want to talk to him? Anyways, so he was saying that, and I was like, you know, like, I don't really do that. Like, if you want to talk to me, call me. And he was like, well, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, it's working for me. He's like, is it? Like, why aren't you married? And I was like, well, when would I have been married? Like, I'm 26 years old. Like, I never, who was I going to marry? When was I going to marry? Like, the goal was, like, what are you talking about? That's why I'm like, when would I have gotten married? Like, I wasn't ready to be married. And he was like, oh yeah, I guess you're right. Where was I going with this? I don't know where I was going. Okay, yeah, so I remember. So I was telling him, like, when would I have been married? And he was like, okay, well, do you feel like you're ready to be married now? And I was like, you know, like, if I met the right guy, I'm definitely ready. And the main reason that I'd be ready is because I'm having the baby fever so bad. I told him that. I'm like, I have the baby fever so bad. And I really do, because, like, I've just been thinking so much about all the amazing times that I had with my grandma. And I definitely want to be able to give that to my children. And I'm just excited about that. So if I meet the right man who can provide the lifestyle that I want, like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready yesterday. Hold on, I can't do my eyeliner and talk. Yeah. So I think I'm definitely ready. And then like I'm just excited. I just feel really excited. Like I feel like I'm ready to be a good steward of my blessings. I feel like I'm ready for all that's to come. Like one thing that has been kind of like plaguing me is my job search, because like I don't want to freaking get a job. One guy even told me, like, I swear, I was joking with my dad. Every single time I leave the house, I meet an eligible bachelor. Every time, like, it doesn't fail. I'm just like in my bag right now. So anyways, I met this guy at a game night, and he was like, oh, what do you do for work? And I was like, I'm not working right now, but I'll probably work soon. And he's like, I was like, in a perfect world, like, I'll never go back to work. And he was like, yeah, like, you don't have to. I was like, yeah, like, that would be nice. And I said it kind of sarcastic. He's like, yeah, you can just, like, get married. And I was like, see? And then he got my number. Because I was like, exactly. He gets me. That's really the plan. And, like, I feel like I'm always getting shamed for that being the plan. But, like, what's wrong with that plan? Like, what's the issue? Like, I want to have some kids. I want to... Why do I have to have a dream job? Like, I don't have one of those. Like, I don't dream of working. And I know, like, that's, like, big on social media. I know I probably just sound like every other girl. But I really, really mean it. Like, I feel like a lot of people say stuff and they don't really live it. When I tell you I really mean this from the bottom of my heart, like, I do not see myself working. Like, even if I get a job right now, I'm just living in the moment. So I'll do it happily because I trust that God puts me in a situation so I can learn a lesson. So if I get a job, then I'm meant to have a job, and I'm most meant to learn something from that. Maybe I'll learn something so that when I start a business with my husband, you know, I'll have a certain skill set. So I'll do whatever I have to do in the moment, but like long term, like my dream isn't to like climb the corporate ladder and be some like executive. And now at the same time, I've been talking about this with my friends, like, because I've never had a job like that, I don't know, like, maybe I'll fall in love and I'll love it, and like that will just become like my thing, and I'll be like, F a family, I don't want a family, like I just love my job so much. Unlikely. Like, even just saying that, like, did that sound legit? But you never know, because I'm not speaking from experience, like, oh, I don't want to work. I've worked for 10 years and I realized it's not for me. Like, I've never done it. So maybe it is for me and I just don't know. And so I'm willing to try it. It's going to be great. However, it's definitely not my long-term goal. Like, okay, it's just like a means to an end. It's just something that I would do so that I'm not poor, because I like expensive things. And I don't really want to do the sugar baby thing where I'm always having to like go get money from men, so I'll just get a job. But it's definitely not the goal. It's not a goal at all. It's just something that I'll do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have career goals. Like, what are career goals? Like, I have this manifestation journal, and like you categorize your life and you do goals. Like, I don't have career goals. Like, what are career goals? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Like, I've never had career goals. Never. Anyone who knew me in high school, you know, I never had career goals. Like, what's a career goal? What? Seriously. The more I think about that, I'm like, what is a career goal? Career goal. The goal is not a career. And I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, like when I say that in my real life, a lot of people judge that. And they're like, oh, she's not ambitious and whatever. And of course, if people are saying this and I'm like receiving it and it's bothering me, it's because I hold these beliefs in my heart. So I'm acknowledging myself. Like, I guess something inside me feels like if you don't have career goals, like you're not ambitious and you're lazy and you just want to like not hold your own in a relationship, and you are expecting someone to take care of you, and you're immature and you're a child and all of those things. But it's just like, God wouldn't place this desire in my heart for no reason. Like, I'm being called to care for a family. Like, I want my legacy in this world to be like creating such a wonderful, amazing family dynamic, having such a magical home that whenever people enter my home, they feel just like lit up from within. And another thing that one of the girls in my life said she has an amazing podcast on Spotify that I listen to, and she talked about like being intentional with the experience that you want to give others. And like literally, I'm pretty sure that's the whole purpose and calling on my life. Like, I love offering an experience to people, and sometimes that manifests as like me hosting events. I do love hosting events, but in a perfect world, hopefully I'm speaking this into existence right now, and I'll update you guys in a month like, oh my god, I found the man of my dreams. And the guy who I'm going on a date tonight, like, I do feel like we'd be a good fit, and I could, like, I can see where I would fit into his life, and so I really like that. And so, like, ideally, I see myself as, like, the first lady of a wonderful company, a wonderful business empire. Like, my man is a go-getter. He's very career-driven. It's his passion. He loves doing business. And I get to be like the wonderful homemaker, the amazing wife who just makes him look so good and makes him feel so good. And I get to host amazing like events at our home, like little dinner parties, and I get to organize like massive fundraisers and things for different causes. Like maybe eventually he'll run for a public office and I'll get to support him in that. Like, I really see myself as that. And it's so crazy because I was talking to another one of my dates the other day. We were talking about like the Barbie movie, and I was like, he didn't like it. He said it was man bashing. And I was like, I didn't feel like it was man bashing. Like, I feel like it was just like a reminder for women that you have to be the main character of your story. And he's like, it's a man's world. Like, the woman is not the main character. And I was like, well, like, I feel like in my parents' marriage, like, they're both the main character. So the way that we discussed it on the date is like, in the world, the man's the main character. Like, imagine the dynamic I just explained. When we're at the fundraisers, when he's running for public office, when he's holding board meetings and things, obviously he's the main character. He's the face of the company, like all these things. I'm just the wife. But when we're at home, I'm the main character. I'm the one who's moving our family forward. I'm making the family decisions. I'm running the home. You know, like, he's in awe of me. He's appreciating me. He's adoring me. Like, he's romancing me, all these things. Like, when we're in the home that I've created, my home, like, it's literally my home that he lives in, I'm the main character. But to the world, he's the main character. And I feel like that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Like, as a wife, especially me wanting to be like a stay-at-home wife, I want like this this is not traditional. Like, this is not traditional. Like, I am very much modern woman. Like, I'm a boss babe. Like, I want to have an empire. Literally, I want to take over the world. But I want my husband to be the face of it, and I want to do the more soft, feminine, nurturing things behind the scenes. But I'm still the main character of my life. I'm not just a slave girl at home. Like, that's what people imagine when I tell them that. Like, oh, you're just gonna be cooking and cleaning all day. Like, don't be stupid. Like, I'm organizing fundraisers. I'm raising children. I'm raising kings and queens. Like, nothing about that is just slave girl. Like, I'm just sick of these people. I'm sick of these people. And I like coming on and talking about these things because, like, sometimes in my real life, when people are doubting me, I do get, like, shaken up a little bit. Because honestly, like, I care what people think, especially the people close to me. So, like, you know, I get a little shaken up, and I'm not standing on like what I really want, what I really believe. But then when I come on here and I talk about it, I'm like, and I hear myself talk about it, I'm like, yeah, like, I love the passion you have for that. If you want that, you can have it. Like, don't let anybody tell you that your dream, there's something wrong with your dream. If that's what you want, then that's what you want. Stand on it. Stand on it. There's nothing wrong with that. If they want to go climb the corporate ladder and be a COO of someone's company, good for them. Hopefully my husband will hire them in the future. Maybe they'll be a good CEO for our empire. But I want to be the first lady. I don't want to do that. I hate paperwork. I hate negotiations. I hate meetings. Well, I don't hate negotiations. I actually love negotiating with my man. Not with just like random people. Like, and I was talking to another one of my boyfriends yesterday about like women who get into fights. And I was like, where I come from, women don't have to fight. Because if you have a man, you should never have to fight. Whether if it's another girl trying to fight you, your man better stiff arm her. Like, what? Like, why would me as a woman who has a man be fighting? Like, that's really sad. If you have to fight as a woman, it means you have no one looking out for you, no one protecting you, like, no nothing. Even like, there's systems put in place, like the police force. Like, there's so many things. Like, you shouldn't have to fight as a woman. That's how I feel about the negotiate. I shouldn't have to be negotiating with men for my salary and things like that when I have a perfectly good man who needs to go do this for me. Like, he shouldn't even let people to get that close to me that I'm out here negotiating with people. Like, no. I should be at home, safe, fed, protected, loved. Like, how is he gonna protect me? He sends me to work every day. And my mom was like, she didn't like that when I said that I feel like if my man wants to send me to work every day, he doesn't care about me. Like, he doesn't love me. Have you seen me? Have you met me? Like, I'm so charming, I'm so amazing. Like, why would he feel comfortable sending me to an office every day? I'm gonna get sexually harassed. Are you crazy? And my friend who works in corporate, I told you I'm like not excited to get a job, but I'm gonna get a job because obviously if I'm meant to have a job, there's a lesson to be learned there. But my friend was talking to me about how like when you're pretty and you're working, like guys are always flirting with you and women are always hating on you, and it's just like so much stuff going on. It's a lot of like politics. Why would my man put me through that? Like, why would he want to send me out into the world? How is he gonna protect me while I'm at the office? And I don't want him to be like, you're a big girl, you can do it. No, I'm not. I'm not a big girl, I can't do it. I want to be at home where I'm safe and warm. And any man who wants to send me out to fight my own battles, he doesn't care about me. And I'm not saying that everyone has to live this life. Like, if you want to go to work, go to work. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying for me, like, no. I would be so offended by a man who's comfortable sending me to work. And the other guy, the one who I said is the one who got away, who's not the one who got away, but that's how I'm, like, describing him. He said the same thing when we were early dating. He's like, you know, I work really hard so I can have a wife who stays home because I don't want her at work having work husbands, or I don't want her at work having work husbands. Yes, literally. And that's not like a controlling, possessive thing to think. Like, that's reality. If you're a beautiful girl going to an office full of men with all their testosterone running, you're gonna get sexually harassed. You're gonna have a work husband. All these men are going to be trying to buy you lunch every day, like, and then everyone's going to be gossiping about you at the office, calling you HOE because you're eating with all these men. And of course you can like respect your relationship and not eat with these men, but like the other men are eating with the other men, so why can't I eat with the other men? Like, it's networking. Duh. It just doesn't make sense. I don't want to go to work. This is so silly. And I know that I just sound like a dumb, silly girl to a lot of people. And so it's hard for me to speak like this. But this is really how I feel. It really is. Like, I'm too cute. I'm way too cute to be working in an office with people. I don't know why I'm doing this. Another one of my dates, I'm not dating him anymore. He ghosted me. Because he told me that he doesn't like me in red lipstick because he feels like it ages me. And like, I'm not someone who gets offended by things that people say to me. I like listen and then decide if I agree. And I think he's right. Red lipstick does age me. And yet here I am putting on red lipstick. So, I don't know. But that's how the job search is going. The dating's going really well. I'm really excited about my date tonight. I'm really excited about all my dates. Like, all my dates have been going really well. Like, I like everyone who's in my field right now. And that's how I know that I'm aligned. And I feel proud of myself. Because my rotation a year ago versus my rotation now, it's just like so much better. Even my rotation 6 months ago compared to my rotation now is so much better. And I'm having more fun. I'm in a much better headspace. Like, I honestly just love it for me. And I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I hope you guys are excited for me. And I hope to get back with an update of a proposal for my front runner. I kind of have a front runner, but I really don't. Like, I like all of them. Like, seriously. There's at least 2 of them that I would for sure, maybe even 3, that I would for sure, like, probably marry. And I just had another one come into my field, but we haven't had a first date yet, but I think he would be a good match. Because we have similar mindsets, and we met through a friend who I respect a lot. Like, he's a close friend of a friend who I really respect. So that alone is like a really good sign. So I'm feeling good about it. I'm excited. I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll be back tomorrow because I'm trying to talk every day. I love you guys. Have a beautiful, blessed, wonderful time. I love you.